Hello, welcome everyone. Today we are doing mock paper. This mock paper has already been uploaded on Akzsi app and I have already mentioned the link in the description box. You can see. And here is the solution. So let me start. When a hemisphere of radius r and cone of radius r and height equals to its radius are melted to form a cylinder of same radius r, then find the height of the cylinder in terms of r. It's a little bit difficult to understand at first, but it's very simple. Basically, the question says there is a hemisphere whose radius is r and a cone. It has radius r exactly same and height equals to its radius. Obviously, cone has height and this height is equals to radius as well. That means its height is also equals to r. Now, when they both are melted together, then together after melting, they mixed it up and then formed or molded it into a cylinder. And the radius of that cylinder is also equals to r. When these two are molded together and they formed a cylinder and its radius is also equals to r, then you have to calculate the height of this cylinder. This is the question. Now, whenever we are melting together, molding something, it means the volume remains exactly the same. That's the meaning. Obviously, volume is not going to change. So what's the volume of hemisphere? It's 2 by 3 pi r cubed. Plus, what's the volume of a cone? 1 by 3 pi r squared h equals volume of cylinder is pi r squared h. Now, radius is capital R. So, 2 by 3 pi r cubed plus r is capital R and height is also capital R. So, r squared times r is r cubed. So, 1 by 3 pi r cubed. Here also radius is r. So, pi r squared h. From here I can cancel out pi, pi and pi. Taking out pi is common and cancelling out or dividing. Remaining is 2 by 3 r cubed plus 1 by 3 r cubed is equals to r squared h. This will become r cubed is equals to r squared h. And h is equals to r cubed by r, that is r. So what's the value of the height in terms of r? Height is r. Rationalize and simplify given expressions. It's a surd, and if there is a surd number in denominator, we always rationalize. If it's a single number, suppose root 2 in denominator, so we need to divide and multiply it with root 2 so that I can remove the surd from the denominator. If you have two numbers like this, then you need to multiply with the opposite sign. If it's root 3 minus root 5, so I need to multiply and divide it with root 3 plus root 5. Root 3 plus root 5. So denominator will become root 3 plus 2 root 5 times root 3 plus root 5 over root 3 minus root 5 times root 3 plus root 5. So now we need to expand. So root 3 times root 3 will give you 3. Root 3 times root 5 will give you root 15. Plus 2 root 5 times root 3 will give me 2 root 15. Plus 2 root 5 times root 5 will give me 10. Over. When I'll expand this, this will give me 3 minus 5. So ultimately you'll get 3 plus 10, that is 13, plus 2 root 15 plus root 15 is 3 root 15 over minus 2. That's your final answer. Given that x squared minus 7x plus 6 equals 0, find the roots of the equation. Roots of the equation, which means solution. Solution, that means you have to calculate the value of x1 and x2. It's a quadratic, so let me factorize it. We know that the standard way is ax squared plus bx plus c. And if we want to find the two numbers, the sum should be, if we are factorizing it, that's the simplest way. sum should be equals to B and product should be equals to A times C. Here we have to find two numbers. Their sum should be equals to -7 and product should be equals to 6. And clearly I can say that the two numbers are -6 and -1. Their sum is -7 and their product is +6. So I can say x minus 6 times x minus 1 is equals to 0. From here, x1 minus 6 is equals to 0. So x1 is equals to 6. And x2 minus 1 is equals to 0. So x2 is equals to 1. So in this way, we can say the roots of the equation, solutions or the values of x are 1 and 6. Now the next is it says find the turning point of this curve. Turning point is we have to convert it into this format. A times x plus b whole squared plus c. If I'll be able to convert it into this format, then minus b comma c will be my turning point. So how can I do? There is a simplest format by which you can do x plus b by 2 whole squared minus b by 2 whole squared plus c is a format by which you can convert this equation directly in this format. This is my standard equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c. If I compare, in this equation I'll get a is equals to 1, b is equals to -7 and c is equals to 6. So here x minus 7 by 2 whole squared minus 7 by 2 whole squared plus c, which is 6. X minus 7 by 2 whole squared minus 49 by 4 plus 6. X minus 7 by 2 whole squared minus 25 by 4. So we can clearly see it looks exactly like this. If I'm going to compare it, I'll get a is equals to 1, b is equals to -7 by 2 and c is equals to -25 by 4. So turning point will be minus b by comma c. It's always after converting into the format of a times x plus b whole squared plus c, minus b comma c will always give you turning point. So b is -7 by 2. So minus -7 by 2 comma c is -25 by 4. So 7 by 2 comma -25 by 4 is my turning point. The functions f and g are such that fx is equals to 6x minus 2 by 3 and gx is x squared minus 1. Then find f of gx and g of fx. So f of gx, that means here in place of x I need to put gx. Then only it can be written as f of gx. If I have replaced x with gx, that means everywhere I can see x, I need to replace it with gx. So on right hand side also in place of x, I need to write 6g of x minus 2 by 3. So we can say f of gx is equals to 6 times g of x minus 1 by 3. But obviously we can't leave our answer like this. So for that, I need to take the help of gx. What is gx? That is x squared minus 1. So I need to replace gx with x squared minus 1. We are replacing 2 times. So 6 times x squared minus 1 over 3, which is 6 squared minus 6x squared minus 6 minus 1 over 3, or 6x squared minus 7 over 3 is f of gx. And similarly, we can calculate g of fx. That means g of fx, we have to confine our focus on gx. Here in place of x, I have to write fx. So in this way, this will become g of fx. And wherever I can see x, I need to replace it with fx because I have replaced x with fx. So on right hand side also I have to replace x with fx. So this will become fx whole squared minus 1. What is fx? Now finally we need to put the value of fx because our last answer should be in terms of x. What is fx? 6x minus 2 by 3. So replace fx with 6x minus 2 by 3. So g of fx will become 6x minus 2 by 3 whole squared minus 1. Factorize it, expand it, you'll get 36x squared plus 4 minus 24x by 9, because 3 squared is 9, minus 1. 36x squared plus 4 minus 24x by 9, and since I need to make denominator same, I'll multiply it with 9 and multiply it with 9. This is minus 9. My final answer will be 36x squared minus 24x minus 5 over 9. This is my g of fx. Given that f of gx is equals to g of fx, then find a quadratic expression in terms of x. See, we just calculated f of gx. F of gx was 6x squared minus 7 by 3. And g of fx was 36x squared minus 24x minus 5 over 9. Now, you can cancel 3 and 3 right there and then cross multiply. This will go up there and this one will go up there. So 3 times 6x squared minus 7 is equals to 36x squared minus 24x minus 5. 6 times 3 is 18x squared minus 21 equals 36x squared minus 24x minus 5. Bringing all the values on one side because we want to find quadratic expression. So this is going to be 36x squared minus 18x squared minus 24x minus 5 plus 21 equals 0. This will be 18x squared minus 24x plus 16 equals 0. I can take out 2 out as common. 2 times 9x squared minus 12x plus 8 equals 0. And final expression is 9x squared minus 12x plus 8 equals 0. So we have to find quadratic expression in terms of x. This is our final answer. Find the equation of the tangent of the circle x squared plus y squared equals 25 at point 3, 4. Let me understand it by drawing a diagram. This is your equation of a circle. This is your circle and its equation is x squared plus y squared is equals to 25. There is a tangent on this circle and this tangent is touching this circle at 3, 4. We have to find the equation of this tangent. To calculate the equation of tangent, the first thing is we have to know the radius, because there is a circle theorem that states that the angle between the radius and a tangent of a circle is always 90 degrees, and this will help us. First thing is, if x squared plus y squared equals 25 is the equation of the circle, that means center is 0, 0. So now I know the two endpoints of my radius. Another thing is they both are 90 degrees. So if I'll find the gradient of the radius, then it will be easier for me to find the gradient of this tangent. Gradient of this will be, what is gradient? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We can write y2 anyone, okay? You can think this as 0.2, this as 0.1. So 4 minus 0 over 3 minus 0. So gradient of this radius is 4 by 3. There is a relation, if two lines are perpendicular, then the multiplication of their gradient is always equals to -1. So if m1 is the gradient of this, m2 is the gradient of this. So m1 times m2 is equals to -1. This is the relation between two perpendicular lines. Gradient of m1 is 4 by 3. We just calculated m1 is gradient of radius, which is 4 by 3. 4 by 3 times m2 is equals to -1. So m2 is equals to -3 by 4. Now I know the gradient of this. I know one point. You can easily calculate the equation of line when a gradient and 1 point is given. What is the standard way of writing an equation or the gradient form? Y is equals to mx plus c. M we already have, which is negative 3 by 4. So y is equals to negative 3 by 4x plus c. To calculate the value of c, we need this point because this point is lying on this tangent. So x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 4. I'll write 4 is equals to negative 3 over 4 times 3 plus c. I'm solving up here. 4 is equals to negative 9 by 4 plus c. Bringing it up there. 4 plus 9 by 4 equals c. And c is equals to 25 by 4. I have m, I have c. That's my final equation. Y is equals to mx plus c. In place of m, I'm writing the final equation here. Y is equals to m is minus 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4x and c is 25 by 4. This is the final equation of this given tangent. So that's it for today. It's not a complete paper. I'll upload the next part and you can go through it. You can access this worksheet on Akzsi app. Link is in the description box. And if you want to enroll yourself for one-on-one live online classes, you can email us at akzsiacademy@gmail.com. So that's it for today. Thank you and stay tuned.